So, day starts off in a shelter. I slept in a little bit too much. There was no food, no coffee, not even water. Besides like full tap water, but it would have been like nice warm water I could have made tea with, but the thermoses and all that shit were empty. So once they're empty, they don't refill them. So I missed out. So I'm headed to my buddy Chris's, a little barbecue, some hot dogs, then headed to work for noon. It's about 10 a.m. right now. Should be good, I have to say. Pretty pumped. But yeah, I walked to the shelter last night from my work. It was 11 or 12 kilometers, took me like 3 hours. It was good time to think. You know, and I could stand here at the bus stop, I look across the street, what's this? I can't even point to it, where is it? It says Islamic Forum of Canada. So I wonder if I'd be able to go pray there, or if it's like, I have no idea. Find out another day. Be pretty cool. Get some of my daily salah in, my daily prayers. But yeah, life's good, you know. I can't wait to get some food in my belly. My aunt held the family get-together yesterday. You know, kind of shitty I wasn't able to go, but, you know, families suck sometimes. You have your quarrels or your beefs or your disagreements or your whatever turmoil you had to go through or your family went through dealing with you. So some of my family doesn't want to see me, so I understand, but I'm not able to go anyway, but because of my daughter, and I wouldn't have been able to go because I was working yesterday, but with all this new stuff that's happened and things that are happening, it's just a lot, but you know, it's what you don't know that kind of really fucks with you, because I just wish they could have videotaped or video called me and I could have seen everybody who was there to see who's around Maria, like my daughter and stuff. It's just, you know, and my missus, Victoria, she's got like so much going on in her life, and like I can't do nothing but think about it, but at the same time everyone's telling me, oh, don't think about it, leave, move on. I'm not, it's not who I am. It's not like, yes, maybe I will go for coffee with some lady, but I'm not going home with her. I like having that connection and talking to a female. Living without it, I'm literally going insane. I look at my phone for hours, just like waiting for a message, waiting for a fucking something to come in. Just her saying she's okay, or even hearing somebody else say, oh yeah, actually, you know, I talked to her, don't worry. But no one can tell me anything. I can't get any information. I'm just in the dark. And I just hope the best for her. I hope she's able to do everything she absolutely has to maybe get us back together, but I'm not going to waste my time worrying about that, because maybe it's for the best. I don't want to say that. That's not how I feel, but that's what everyone else is saying. Like, oh, you know, you step in dog shit once, don't step in it again. Who said that? Victoria's stepdad. Most wise man I've ever met, honestly. Got so much respect for the guy. Guy probably wants to kill me and skin me alive. But, you know, this guy, like, He was a Leatherfoot, you could say. Hitchhiked everywhere across Canada. Had the worst childhood. Never a child, you know. But he's one of my biggest role models, and kind of shitty to say, but I miss the fucking guy. And anyway, fucking back to what I was saying. Got to deal with all these new things and get stuff done, and maybe get custody of my daughter one day soon, or at least get visitations in line. Deal with all this new court. Make sure I'm following my commands due to the court and John Howard Society and the Salvation Army, and being at the shelter, and a lot of compliances. But I gotta work, take care of fucking going to interviews and shit, so I work Saturdays and Sundays, and all my interviews are during the week. But either way, my bus is almost here, everybody, so cheers, blessings. You know, tell your mother you love her, give a family member a hug. Peace and blessings, everybody. Over and out. So next bus stop, waiting for the next bus. But where I was earlier, saying well, you know, also start new. Like where I am right now, my priority is myself in life, and I don't really got anything else that I have to do. I wouldn't mind working towards being able to see my daughter, but I am not good at goodbyes. It is one of the hardest things for me. So at the moment, I got shelter, I've got everything in motion. Tomorrow I think I have an appointment. Tuesday I have an appointment with the John Howard Society. On Tuesday I have an appointment with my new caseworker through the shelter. I have counseling coming up. I have work to keep me busy on the weekends, but I was fine if I was to be seeing Maria. It would just be a lot harder. It would be nice, but at the same time I think it would be a lot harder to stay by. I just, you know, I can see pictures that'll suffice for now, but you know, I'm just making this little dialogue so that way it's there, it's recorded, it's, you know, it's all dated, when it was uploaded, when it was said, when these feelings were felt. So 2 years from now, 3 years from now, like, come the day Victoria ever turn toward me again or whatever like that, or like at least we could be civil and be friends or smoking buddies, like we, you know, whatever. We're parents, we got a baby together, we got so much, you know. Little footstep into heaven, having children, creating life, preparing them, being there for them, kissing their scrape knee better, talking to them when they don't even know what they're talking about, or just babbling on and on and on and on, just, you know, why this, why? I can't wait. Victoria cannot wait either, but in the total opposite sense. She wants to be the parent that's just like, ask your dad. Like, she'll answer the question once, give you the answer once. You ask again, you don't need the answer. You don't, just the way it goes. But it's just waiting on buses right now, dealing with emotions. But get some shit off my chest. It's just, a little easier, so that way it's not in my head on repeat. You know, it repeats 100 times a day, but with that 100th repeat, it's like aggressive and like nasty. It's not nice having a mentality that's usually fighting against you at your every ordeal. You know, whether that be, oh, maybe I should brush my teeth. Oh, why would you brush your teeth? Like just 100 different responses. You know, some of them are like 5 out of 100 are positive. You know, so with anything I'm doing, it's always I'm criticized before I start. And it doesn't even have to be anybody that said anything in the moment that I'm doing it. It's that it's there. It's been said. And it just doesn't go away. It'll never, without counseling, maybe talking about it enough. But once you, like, I've talked about it so many times, all this, like my life, so many times that when I talk about it, it's said with like no emotion. It's just I'm telling somebody, like I'm reading them a book. You know, there's obviously enthusiasm in the voice, or there's that emphasis, but it's not like there's actual feeling or emotion. It's not like you're getting anything out. It's just bringing all that problem and drama and trauma back up, you know, and it's all fresh, right in the front of your head, and that's all you could think about. It's like, oh, I said this, I brought this up, I brought that, and that just sits on your head for like 3 weeks after any doctor's appointment, any counseling session. So sometimes it's a little bit toxic for certain people to do counseling, but you know, I personally like counseling when it's more a mutual conversation. It's not like we're there to talk about ABC, you know. I can talk about A for about 15 minutes and then talk about this and then talk about other topics until, you know, I come back to another traumatic event or another blockage, you know, or another PTSD involvement in my life, you know. So it's like an invisible wall, or it's like you're in a car but you can't touch the gas and you're on the train tracks, you know. But getting hit by the train is a lot better than ever getting out of the car, because getting out of the car consists of X amount of issues or X amount of drama that just it ends up melodramatic with fucking I don't know. You know, everybody's different. But these are things that I need to work through, you know, and get back on track. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear me from over there, but either way, I'll just hold you. Waiting on the bus, got this beautiful tree keeping me company in shade. But I didn't take into factor that it's Sunday and the buses don't run as regular as the rest of the days. So now I'm just trying to be patient, because I was hoping to be there by now and eating fucking hot dogs. Well, actually, I guess I still got time. Oh. But yeah, so moving forward, you know, I write my own songs. I'm learning how to play the piano. It's kind of difficult. I've fractured every finger on my body, broken my wrists a couple times, so my fingers have been in casts, or my wrists have been in casts, probably a good solid 2 years of my life. I've had casts on my hands, like no doubt in my mind, at least 2 years, at least my right hand, because like playing basketball, playing football, getting slashed, playing hockey, I've had fingers, like knuckles smashed, like my hand doesn't go straight, Like that's my hand straight. And then this hand's even worse. Like the pinky, from getting so many breaks playing basketball and stuff. It's just like I can put it straight, but if I relax it, it's like whoa. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to deal with arthritis, like all that good stuff, which is why they made marijuana. For all of those enthusiasts, you know, you keep the CBD, you don't need to get intoxicated. Deals with pain, helps strengthen immunity, helps replenish bone marrow, to replenish the healthy blood cells. So, you know, whether you're dealing with cancer, or diabetes, you know, certain things, it definitely helps. But why would they regulate something that actually has a good effect on people, right? Either way, you know, everybody's got their own personal view. People think it's like, what is it? The devil's lettuce, friggin' gateway drug. You know, it's a gateway to the fridge. It's a gateway to waiting for a stop sign to turn green. You know, there's many different little humors, but at the same time, it's just, it's part of the earth. The earth is for everybody. Why not just fix it? You know, and use what is there for everybody, you know? If you want to use it, use it. If you don't want to use it, don't complain about people who use it. About like the 407. In Ontario, there's a highway that goes across it, and it's a toll highway. Many cities have toll highways. Some people can't afford or don't use them because, oh, why am I going to pay to use a highway when I could just use other highways? If you use the toll highways, good for you. People complain because it's just, you're on a different spectrum. You're looking at it from a different side. You know, why hate on the other side? You know, there's good and evil in everything, and people always just have to pick. Why not just be mutual? You know, Victoria and I always have a saying, I love you more. It's mutual. And it will always, well, right now I don't know if it's mutual. In my heart, I know it's always going to be mutual. But that was our saying. I love you more. It's mutual. But either way, you know, she moves on. It's for the best for her. It's for the best maybe for everybody, but it's not at all. At all. Because there's so much that we haven't even done. Like, we just got here to Mississauga, and I've yet to take her to one event besides the Poetry Slam. That was like one of my funnest days since it was my funnest day. Like, but hands down, standing with her at the Square One City Hall was just iconic. Like, iconic. That's where my parents got married. I hate being emotional. I would never fucking shed a tear on these videos, but there's so much we didn't get to do. So, like, obviously we had a daughter. We weren't able to do like anything. Luckily, we went to the Poetry Slam and hang out with friends on the occasion, but feeling it just impact like a crater or a meteor making a crater. You know, it's gonna be there forever. Like, craters don't disappear. They grow life. You know, it's a new beginning. And there's a crater to my heart, but what's gonna grow is just gonna be family. You know, I'm not really worried about any piece of ass or getting high on drugs. Like, I smoke my weed. I don't go a day without it because it keeps me humble, or like 90% of the time. It's when it's not available or it's dwindling low that issues start arising, because it's like, okay, you know, I'm not going to be able to calm down 2 hours from now, so I'm not going to calm down for the next 45 minutes, and then in 45 minutes, I'm unable to calm down because I've waited too long to medicate, you know, so I'm going to be getting on my PTSD medication and hopefully something for ADHD, OCD, and then see where that leads. And then maybe my personality disorder will be able to focus mainly in one full length instead of having splits, having different anxiety attacks, bringing on different panics, bringing on different emotions and different dilemmas or different means of operation of how I would conduct myself in that situation. It varies from being in different states, different frequencies of mind. But either way, my bus is here, so I will continue this later. Cheers, peace and blessings again.